there has been a rumour as of late that finally, after... How long's the Switch been around? 6 years?
2017.
Yeah, too long. Nintendo Online are going to be hopefully adding Game Boy and Game Boy Color games. Something that they did to the Nintendo 3DS and DS system like 6 months into the life of that
8 days
cycle.
later.
They've got them there. So this rumor is very, very strong that, of course, at the moment we get some NES games, we get some SNES games on good old Netflix over on Switch Online. Just sign up for Switch Online for $30 a year and you get these free games whenever Nintendo feels like sending them out.
It's literally the only reason I subscribe to that.
To get those free games.
Yeah, I don't play games online.
Neither do I. At least not on my
Not
Switch.
Switch games anyway, no.
Because Nintendo's infrastructure is awful.
Horrid.
But if you get some free Game Boy games and free Game Boy Color games, which ones would you like? Well, we've got you covered. Here are some of the best Game Boy and Game Boy Color games that came out that we would love to see on Nintendo Switch Online. So should we take these one at a time, Floppy?
Absolutely.
Just go from there?
Do you want me to go first?
Yeah, you can go first.
I'll go first with old mate Pokemon Pinball-y.
Pokemon Pinball.
Now, I've got this one.
Oh, do you?
I have a very small Game Boy collection because I only started getting Game Boy stuff last year.
Right.
Because, lame.
Yep.
I have got this one, but I haven't played it yet.
It's a great game. I played it so much as a kid. I don't know what was so addictive about it. I mean, I was obsessed with Pokemon at the time, and this came out just after Pokemon Yellow, I believe. Original Game Boy as well as Game Boy Color. Just a great pinball game. They released a whole heap of these. This came out, then Kirby Pinball came out.
Yeah.
Then I think there was Little Mermaid Pinball.
Wasn't there a, whatchamacallit, freaking Jungle Book one?
No, I think it was a Little Mermaid one. I don't think it was a Jungle Book one.
Okay.
But yeah, great game. You caught Pokemon in it as well. I mean, even just watching this now, I'm thinking, oh man,
you want to kind of want to play it?
Yeah.
Do you know how I got my copy?
How?
A friend found it and gave it to me.
Found it?
This is in their cupboard.
Oh, really?
Yep.
In the box or just?
Nah, just a cartridge.
The hardest thing to find with it is the case for the battery cover because it came built in with a rumble pack.
Yeah, because it's like this big bulbous thing.
So
on
you
the
put
outside.
a 1AA battery in there and whack it in and
AAA?
Whatever.
Battery.
And it rumbles using the use of stored energy, which I believe is from the laughter of children.
Yeah.
So it was really cool, but I would like to see that on Game Boy Online.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Switch
I'd play
Online.
the crap out of that.
Braden, would this entice you?
This looks nuts. Like, I understand the limitations, so it has to, jump between half the screen at a time. But, my God, this looks difficult.
It's not. It flows really, really well, actually.
Okay, because, just watching it, not knowing what's, not being in control of what's about to happen is just oh.
Have you played a pinball machine before?
Ever.
I have. But, that normally when you're at an actual pinball machine, you just sort of, the side panels and that's it.
Bang a table.
Yeah.
It's a really good game. You actually do catch Pokemon in it as well.
That's great.
You can't battle them, though.
Does Ditto abuse you if you get poor scores?
Yeah, it just messes you up.
What are the ones? Is it Bell something that's up the top? In the top, if it goes to the
Bellsprout?
top, yeah. Bells. Are you literally shoving a ball into Bellsprout's mouth?
Yep. Your balls are going right in its mouth.
Okay.
Takes it all.
In your endo.
Okay, following on from that Pokemon Pinball, I, of course, am going to say, I'm grouping these all together.
These
Pokemon
had to be in there, didn't they?
Red, Blue, Yellow, Silver, Gold, and Crystal, which are all currently available on your 3DS.
Do you think they'd actually do it?
They would be dumb not to. They've already, it's literally already ported and keyed. I know it's not as simple as going right-click, save as, .switch. But, the hard work's been there. These games are great. Speaking purely from nostalgia, I'd play Pokemon Red to the, ends of the earth. But Pokemon Gold, Silver, and Crystal are the better and more polished game. It's a lot more thought out. But, oh man, just watching this, I want to sit back and start playing them again. Such great, fun games.
Do you think they'll colorize? Which one's this that we're looking at?
This is Game Boy Color version of Pokemon Red, I believe.
So you're going to want the Game Boy Color versions, aren't you? You're not going to want old mate 3 shades of green.
Well, maybe. Depends
Not if you
how
have a choice.
old you
Why
are.
would you?
Well, because some people like holding it up to a street light and playing.
And there it is.
I had to do that.
There it is.
These games are great. What can you say that hasn't already been said? Good Good games.
They're timeless, aren't they?
Timeless. There's a
Timeless.
reason Pokemon is the largest franchise on the planet. It just fantastic. Brayden?
I would play these in a second. The fact that I can't just play old Pokemon games on my Switch is severely depressing.
And the fact you can't play old Pokemon games on your Game Boy because those things go for a couple of $100s now.
Exactly right. I
got
would
silver.
legitimately pay Nintendo money to be able to play them. But they won't take my money.
No, they don't
Idiots.
like your money.
Nah, Nintendo, bad at money.
Offer to play them for free and see if that changes their mind.
Oh, yeah, so they add them to a monthly service?
Well, yeah. I mean, play them free by backing up your existing copies.
I have
Yes.
silver on cartridge.
Yeah?
Yep.
Soul Silver or just silver?
I have silver and Soul Silver.
Well, there you go.
I would love to get yellow.
Yeah, yellow's a fun time. It's got Surfing Pikachu.
That's what I'm all about.
There's Gary Oak.
That's why I wear shirts with surfboards on them.
What did you used to call Gary?
In red, in the first ones, I left him as Gary.
Yep.
In every other subsequent game, my rival's called Norman, after Norman Osborn.
Beautiful.
I'm
Of
a
course.
nerd. Floppy.
Yes,
Next
mate.
games.
Next one is something I think is going to be right up your alley as well, but something that I'm pretty keen for. Zelda, Ages and Seasons.
Oracle of Ages and Age of
Age of
Seasons.
Seasons. Yeah.
This came after Link's Awakening. I still remember when these came out. They came out at the same time as the Game Boy Micro, and I didn't buy
that
them.
thing was... Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, these games are worth a fortune now.
Is this the same map as Link's Awakening?
No. Yeah, really, really cool game. This was supposed to be like Pokemon, a three-way type dealio. You had Oracle of Ages, Age of Seasons, and then there was a third one. And when you play all three together, you got the Triforce.
Yeah.
The third one never came out, and I think they incorporated it into a dungeon.
So you just got a Biforce?
You had to... Well, originally...
Biforce Pride.
Originally, the Triforce was only 2 pieces. It wasn't until Link to the Past that it became 3. So there you go.
Teeps in the chat said he had blue and he called his Gary arsehole.
Yeah. Yeah, so... I've lost my train of thought. Anyway, really hard games to get now. They're really, really expensive. They need to bring them out so everyone can experience it. There have been rumours that they are going to remake these. But again...
Well, they remade...
Rumours are pretty unsubstantiated, and I think it's more than just 4chan just going, this would be good.
They remade Link's Awakening. It'd be cool. And rebuilt Link's Awakening from the ground up. It'd be cool if they did something with these.
That was a great game as well.
It was so good. And that was one of the few ones that I'd actually played. Never finished Link's Awakening on the Game Boy, but finished the remake. And that was really freaking cool.
Yeah. As Ando pointed out in the chat, Capcom did make these games. They were
Oh, did they? Did they make these ones?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Really cool. So
Weird.
hopefully they bring them out. Braden, would you play this?
This one
Really?
ain't as much my speed.
No?
I have such a back catalogue of modern games that especially not to go back to at least one of the main Zelda games. Like, I need to play those first before I touch anything like this.
What Zelda games have you played?
Yep.
Have you not played a Zelda game?
I don't think so.
Brayden!
Breath of the Wild?
I played an hour and had an anxiety attack.
Oh, because it was too open?
Too open, and there's no objective, and I died.
You've never played, say, Old Mate Link?
Nah,
fucking-
I never played Old Mate Link. That was a great game on the Game Boy Color.
Like
You had a
fucking
text
OG
conversation
Zelda,
with
mate.
Old Mate Link.
Old Mate Link.
No, I've never...
For our American viewers,
Never
Old
touched
Mate can be referred to anyone. Doesn't have to be an actual mate.
So you've never even touched Ocarina of Time?
Nope.
I haven't played that one.
I would not suggest Majora's Mask for you.
Yeah, that's the time-based one, isn't it?
No, Ocarina of Time is. Majora's Mask is the 3-day countdown.
That's what.
But it's also full of really trippy dreamlike footage.
Yeah. When I said
I'm okay with
time-based, I meant that you only get like a certain amount of time to do stuff.
Yeah.
Being the 3 days.
Yeah, but it's not that big a deal as soon as you get the Ocarina in like the opening 20 minutes. It's
Gotcha.
Not a big deal. But Ocarina of Time, you really should give it a... It's more linear.
Right. Yes.
So you don't have that... Right, there you go. Off you go. Like the original Zelda, you'll hate because it is very much... Right, off you go.
Do whatever.
Yep. So Breath of the Wild is basically the original Zelda remade.
A return to form.
Yeah. But yeah, Ocarina of Time, I think you'd have a good time playing.
I will check them out.
Check it out. You can't play it online.
Can't play it anywhere.
It's not available on Switch Online. If
Old
you
Mate
want
Ocarina.
buy Ocarina of Time. It'll cost you a good $150, $200.
Yep, sounds great.
I have it. I just haven't got around to playing it yet.
Yeah, well, I think I've got 3 copies in there. If you include the Japanese one.
Just so you can play them on 3DSs at the same time.
That's right.
Weird.
Yeah, no, smart.
Is that a red dinosaur?
It's a red dinosaur.
Yeah, man.
Speaking of red dinosaurs,
Covered in feathers.
there isn't one in the next game that we suggest should come to Switch Online. And that is
green one.
Super Mario Brothers Deluxe.
I love
now, you
the
may be
screen.
looking at this going, oh yeah, it's just Mario Brothers 1. No, it's not. It's Mario Brothers 1, but they added extra things to it. They added a challenge mode. They hid coins around in really weird areas. They basically redid all the code so it moves much smoother. They added a map screen and hidden levels and hidden exits. This was a completely new game that built on the original Mario Brothers game, which is possibly my favorite game of all time, and was just an absolute joy, pleasure, and gave so much longevity to a game that you thought was gone forever.
If you were to suggest
He's going to do the cheat.
Is he? Well, up the
no, it's
top?
not. Yeah.
Is that up top?
No,
Would
so-
you suggest someone play this one over the NES one?
Yeah. Yep.
Cool.
Definitely.
And if you've got a Super Game Boy,
Super Game Boy, yeah.
you can just play it on your SNES.
Absolutely you can.
Sick.
Or if Nintendo do the right thing, you can play it on your Switch, because this is what they should totally... And they'd have to bring this out. Now, he's missed it. Right there is a warp to the World 8. What
What a
idiot.
dickhead.
What a stupid player.
What a...
No idea what they're doing.
Die in a fire.
I should fight him. Braden, what do you think of this?
Yeah, I'm here for it. I have fond memories of playing Mario on my Game Boy Advance.
Game Boy Advance is the best system ever released.
Oh, it is. It was fantastic. That's why I'm not commenting on much of this stuff, because I was a baby, and I only became competent enough at video games when the Game Boy Advance was around, so I played Game Boy Advance.
Pretty sure you weren't born when the Game Boy was out.
What year was it?
91? Two?
Oh, Lord, no.
No,
You were like -5, weren't you?
Easily.
Jesus.
Yeah, Game Boy Advance was far more my speed. And yes, a Super Mario World 3, was it? On the Game Boy Advance?
Yep. Wario.
That was fantastic.
That was Mario World 3 was Wario.
Was it?
Yep,
It
Wario's
might have been
first
2.
solo game.
So, it wasn't his first appearance.
No,
honestly
that was
can't
Mario Brothers 2. Super Mario Land 2 was Wario's first appearance, and then his first game was Super Mario Land 3, Wario Land. Super Wario Land.
Whatever it was, I loved it. It was great. So if it is closer to that, then I'm here for it.
We got corrected in the chat. First Game Boy was released in 89.
Really?
Yeah, that's way earlier than I thought.
God damn.
That's the same years as Ninja Turtles.
The movie?
There you go. All right, what's the next one, Floppy? It's one of my picks.
Next one is one of yours.
Yeah.
I'm assuming this is referring to the film, like a film tie-in.
Mm-hmm.
This is Hook.
Yep.
Old mate Peter Pan and Captain Hook.
Yep.
Hook. So is it Hook with Robin Williams?
Yep. You
Based
play
on the
Robin
film,
Williams,
yeah.
and it's a platformer, and it's fun as hell.
Yeah. I love movie. I'm a sucker for movie and tie-in games, even if they're shit.
Yeah, no, this was great. You used to play basketball against Rufio.
Rufio.
Or Zuko, as I like to remember him as.
Zuko.
Yeah, this game looks like trash, but it was really great. It had big sprites, like big animated sprites, which was really, really good on the small
Yeah,
screen.
look at that. It actually looks really cool. You just found a Pokeball.
Basically. It was a point-based thing. It was just a fun game to play. I don't know what else I can say. It was fun to my young 10 or 11-year-old brain.
Did you like it because you saw the movie?
No, I didn't like the movie.
Really?
Yeah.
What's
Still
wrong
don't like
with
the
you?
movie.
Really? What?
I think they fell flat. I think the movie
you're
was
wrong.
a really good premise, executed horribly.
Incorrect.
Horrible execution.
Incorrect, but okay.
Okay, yeah. How's Jumanji?
It's a freaking great movie.
Yeah. How's your critic score going there, Floppy?
Don't care.
At least you're not last now.
Hook's amazing. I love it.
Yeah.
I love Hook. I grew
You're
up.
making Braden cry, Floppy.
Fucking love Hook, man.
I love Hook too, Braden.
I didn't watch Hook 2.
Hook 2?
Yeah.
There was a Hook 2?
No.
No,
Oh,
it's because I loved Hook as well, Braden.
Yeah. Shit joke.
Oh, Dad.
Nah, Hook's great. I loved Hook. I probably will not touch this game.
I'll probably play it for like a hot 10 minutes.
Yeah.
I'll probably
just for
play it for
nostalgia.
10 minutes and go, what the fuck
That
was I like?
thinking. Come back on. I'd like to make an amendment.
Make a formal... I've actually got it in there. I should crack it out and have a look.
Good lord.
I'm pretty sure we did it for a bad game review once.
Yeah, we did everything for a bad game review.
A lot of bad games.
All right, next game is a very good game. Very, very good game. In fact, possibly the greatest game on the Game Boy. Yeah, I'm making that call. Mario Land 2. This game was a huge step up from Mario Land 1. Mario Land 1, the sprites were really, really small. It just tried to be Super Mario Brothers. Mario Land 2 gave Mario a bigger sprite. There were different power-ups, different world physics. It had a map like Super Mario World, but different areas where you had to defeat a boss in order to get a coin to open up the last one at the end. And as we said, the Wario was the boss at the end of this, who took over Mario's castle or something. I can't remember. But yeah, really, really fun game. Really well engineered. I don't have it here, but there is a level, and I never knew this as a kid, but they look like Lego blocks, but it said N and B. And I had no idea what N and B was. It wasn't until much later that I realized N and B blocks were Nintendo's attempt to bankrupt Lego. Nintendo bought out their own blocks called N and B blocks in like the 60s.
Nintendo blocks?
Yeah. N and B.
Wouldn't be what turned into nano blocks by any chance, would it?
No, not at all.
That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, so just a little Miyamoto giving himself a pat on the back because he deserves it because he's Miyamoto.
Now, we should probably put out there as a disclaimer before we go too far. I only ever got a Game Boy last year.
Yep.
So nearly all of these games I haven't played.
It wasn't last year, was it? It was the year before.
I think it was
you've
the
had
start
2
of
years.
last year.
Really?
Yeah.
2020, are you sure it wasn't 2019?
Oh, mate, I don't really know.
It's all one
Everything
big blur.
before now is just later.
Yeah.
Gone.
Yep.
So I have not played most of these games. So most of my picks are actually games that I haven't played, but I want to play. And I can play them easier on a Switch.
Cool. Hey, we're running super late, so let's...
let's go for next one. Is
along.
Bomberman. Now, I have not played Bomberman, but I've heard so many people just go on about how hard this thing is.
It's fun.
Is it though?
Another game I had as a kid. This is not the game I thought it was. I got the wrong video.
Oh,
Yeah, this does not look like...
No, this is a platformer. I'm talking about
You're thinking about OG Bomberman?
the OG top-down Bomberman game.
Now, didn't we already get that as a remake or something on the Switch? Physically?
No, it's just another Bomberman game. All Bomberman games, apart from that one we just saw.
Look exactly the same?
They're all the same.
Well, let's go to the next one, because next one's really cool.
All right, Kirby's
I'm
Dream
sure
Land.
this will be a viewer favourite.
Kirby's Dream Land. Wow, what a fun game this one. I got this one Christmas and finished it the same Christmas day because I figured out how to cheese it. What you can do, because as Kirby, you press up, you're full of air and you can fly. So all you need to do is go up and you can go out of the screen and just keep pressing up and across and you can fly across every single level until you get to the boss and just defeat the boss.
This is why I always play Kirby in Smash Brothers.
Yeah, but again, really big sprites. The music was fantastic. Music is sensational on all Kirby games, but especially this one.
I've heard about all Kirby games.
Yeah,
and a
really,
few that
really
I have
cool.
played.
And of course, the man who invented Kirby was Sakurai. So there you go, good old Smash Brothers Sakurai.
Cool guy.
Kirby was also named after the lawyer that helped them with a legal suit.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Herman Kirby, I think his name was.
Not Jack Kirby?
No, not him. Okay, next floppy.
Next one was Link's Awakening DX. So Link's Awakening, this was they did it. Is this for the Game Boy Color?
Yes.
That it came out, and it had an extra dungeon and obviously color in it as well.
Yeah, it was the color dungeon. Funnily enough, that's where you chose the green or the the blue or the red tunic.
There you go.
Either extra magic or extra high.
So yeah, I never played DX. I played OG Game Boy Link's Awakening.
Yep.
So I'd never seen this one actually.
Yeah.
And then the remake. But yeah, I'd play the crap out of it. Actually, I probably wouldn't because I've already played it twice.
Yeah, and it's also on the Switch. But no, if it came free, Zelda game.
I'd definitely have a look at it.
You should definitely play it. All right, next game, Kid Icarus. It's the sequel to the NES game. It's short and it's not too difficult. So I think that ticks all my boxes as to a game that I want to play.
It ticks all the boxes that I want to play, man.
In fact, didn't you play it?
I did play this. So this is one of the ones that I picked up when I got a Game Boy. I love this guy. He's really cool, man. And it has got that Castlevania. I'm not going to say the word because I know you hate it. And I don't particularly care about it either. But yeah, coming back around things, picking up upgrades and going back to areas.
Metroidvania, you can say it.
Yeah, I'll say it. It's very Metroidvania. But yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed it. It was really cool. Great fun, simple, easy. Tick a box, mate.
All right. Speaking of ticking boxes, let's tick this one. Donkey Kong 94. A classic game, I believe.
So I have been asking a few people as well about Game Boy games and Game Boy games, which ones to play. This one always comes up, and I didn't know about this one. I'd never seen this.
It's basically an expansion of the original Donkey Kong game with extra levels and new ways to reach the goal.
Yeah, absolutely. And then and colour, which looks great.
Well, this, as we're seeing now, I think is on the Super Game Boy. So that's the bezel that gets dropped on it.
Yeah. So it looked like an up-res or a more in-depth version of original Donkey Kong. That's cool. I'll play the crap out of that.
Next up.
Final Fantasy Adventure. So this one, funnily enough, was actually a precursor to The Secret of Mana.
Oh, really?
But they didn't think anyone would buy it because they didn't know what Secret of Mana was. So they called it Final Fantasy Adventures just to tag on the Final Fantasy name to sell it. And it was basically a Zelda game.
Cool.
There you go. If you like Secret of Mana, check this bad boy out because it's the precursor to that. But it doesn't say Secret of Mana because they didn't think anyone would buy it.
Sweet. I guess that's the advantage with Final Fantasy. You can just put anything on there.
Yeah, you use the name to sell it.
Man, this is an actual Game Boy. Someone's playing that on an actual
Game Boy. Yeah, I know, right?
Holy sweet.
It's so cool.
All right, next up, Gargoyles Quest. Now, Floppy, I don't know much about this, but you've put it there.
I put it down there and then forgot to write down the things about it, but it was one that kept popping up on anything that you should play, and I checked it out, and it looked, much like a Kid Icarus, much like a... Like Kirby or anything that kind of platformer, ghouls and ghostsy kind of thing, and I had a really good time with ghouls and ghosts, so I chucked up there as something that I'd like to check out.
And speaking of something you'd like to check out, I think everyone should check out this next game.
I put this in there.
Definitely needs to be on the Switch Online. Floppy, what is it?
It is Retro Gaming Museum, The Game, AvCon 2019 by Michael Towns, our awesome
What a man.
patron.
What a fantastic person.
But there needs to be an update to it.
Oh, really? What's that?
Well, you're in it.
Yep, correct.
Braden's in it.
Yes, Braden's in it as well. Wondering why he's hanging out with a couple of old men.
Dan's in it.
Yeah, Dan's there. Dan, good old Dan. Remember he was alive?
I would just like to say the most handsome man of Hack the Dino, not in it.
No, I'm in it.
No, I said handsome.
Oh, sorry, Braden is in it.
I said man, not man-child.
Drawing a blank.
Update me, Townsy. Put me in there.
Yeah, put in a patch for your Game Boy game.
It's just cellophane.